Hello, my lovely Gemini. Welcome to your reading for May 2022. This is a general reading, Gemini. It's a reading for Gemini, Sun, Rising and Moon sign. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book a reading from there that will be specific to you. My lovely Gemini, thank you for subscribing, for liking, for sharing and commenting on my channel. If you like this video and would like to give it a thumbs up, I would appreciate that, as it helps to get my channel out there, helps me to bring more of these videos to you. If you haven't already subscribed and you would like to, make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you will know when I'm posting new videos. My lovely Gemini, I feel like I want to say that spring has come back into my step, or your step. It's upbeat. There's what I'm hearing here is upbeat. You're upbeat. This month of May is going to be an upbeat month. It's going to be a month of tremendous potential. The potential is there. I'm also being told, my lovely Gemini, that you can choose to ignore it. That's our free will. So what you do with that potential is going to be very much up to you. But there is a potential to bring in tremendous change, to bring in positivity, to bring in new ventures, to bring in the birth of new plans, a new direction. Oh, let me get that. Oh. Right. What I've been shuffling my archetype cards to see what archetype energy is you're working with this month, and two fell out, so I will give you that. I'll give you those two, but I just feel like it really is a month of being quite upbeat for you. Joyous is the word that I'm feeling here. You've got the box. That's an interesting one, the box. Okay, so there's joy. There's joy and it's upbeat. But when you experience that shift in you, that shift in what's going on around you, the heralding of change coming into your life, it's also a time of reviewing. It's a time of reviewing what needs to be released. We all have a box. We all have a box. This, to me, in other way of putting it is, I often speak of the layers of an onion. We have the layers of an onion around us, and as we peel off the layers, we get closer to our true self. But it is a lifelong process. The box is very similar to that. Look at all the layers there. What makes up your box? What makes up your confines? What keeps you restricted? It can be parental expectations, society's expectations, employers' expectations, partners' expectations, siblings' expectations, friends' expectations. What is it for you? Your own children create an expectation of, you're the parent. This is how you are expected to behave. As an employer, I will employ you, but this is the sort of behavior I expect. They all build these layers of the box. They confine us into an identity. Now, that builds and builds and builds through your life. And some of those expectations are outdated. They're gone. They're done. No need to maintain or keep those behaviors or expectations. So looking at the layers that bind you, that limit you, let's get rid of what you can get rid of. Let's view expectations in a different way. You're a certain age, and so you're expected to behave, dress, be in a certain way. Is that true? Well, not really. Not really. Do you choose to be confined by that? Maybe. Are you being confined by that? Are you living up to somebody else's expectation? Because if I behave in a way they expect me to behave or want me to behave, they will love me more. I can't be my true self because they may not love me as much or may not love me. So there's that insecurity that comes up. So it's really about defining what is your box, what contains you, what restricts you. And a lot of those things that create those walls in the box is fear, is your own fear, is your own belief system. And that starts from when we're very young with parents. You know, if you're a good girl or if you're a good boy, you know, you get positive rewards, you get positive reactions. And that you learn very quickly as a child what behaviours are going to get positive results or get you what you want. So there's a manipulative element that comes into that as well, and a manipulative exchange, if you like. So May is about looking at all of those things. That's pretty heavy duty, you know, there's a lot in there. So, you know, listen to that. Pause the video, write out what you think your restrictions are. What you might want to deal with some of them, you may not want to deal with them, and that's okay. There's no judgment there. The next card you've got is the Creator. So that's interesting. It's an interesting duo that you've got here. Another sign got this as well. Interesting because I shuffled those. The Creator. So as you eliminate what's no longer necessary, it opens up space to create and bring in something new. Know that you are the creator. You are the architect of your destiny, of your reality, of your future. And so what do you want to put in its place? How do you want to change your perception of things? What do you want to create in your reality? Do you want more freedom? Do you want the ability to just be who you really are and know that you will be loved nonetheless? So it's about looking at what walls you want to bring down, and what you want to create, what change you want to bring in. It's a month of change. For many signs, it's a month of change. So I like that. Let me create the Celtic cross for you, and let's see in more detail, my lovely Gemini, what is there for you, what's in store for you. I tell you, cards are falling all over the floor for you. Let me get those. Wow. Okay. I'll create, straighten myself up. Let's get going. Okay, so Spirit's getting a little bit excited. Look, they're throwing cards at me, getting a little bit excited for you and what is ahead, what is in store. Okay, so what have you got? You're going beneath the surface with this change that's coming in for you, my lovely Gemini. You're delving in the depths. You're going beneath the surface. And some of those things that, that investigation that you're going to undergo, that, let's have a look at, the ties that bind you, and are you going to cut those binds and be released? It's not something that's going to be easy. Okay, facing your fears, facing what is limiting you, facing what needs to change is a challenge, but it is a challenge that you are up for. It is a challenge that you can deal with and you can face with positivity. Now, the extent to which you do that is going to be up to you. The size of the bite that you take in this change is up to you. Might be a nibble. let's do it, a little bit at a time. That's okay. You might be, I'm going to just go in there and take this huge bite out of this and really deal with it. And that's okay too. Whatever level of change you want to bring in, you're going to be absolutely capable and ready to do that. You're able to face any challenges that come up with that. Now, it can be personal internal challenges of facing your fears. It can also be challenges that someone externally presents to you because they don't want you to change. They like to keep the status quo. They like to keep you contained in that box. It suits them not to have that change come in. So there might be some resistance coming from the externals around you as well. Who's going to throw their job in too? There's someone that's, that's enough. I'm going to do something that I love, something that I enjoy doing as well. You've also got the Hermit. It's crossed with the Hermit. You know intuitively the time is now to bring in some changes. The time now is to exert your true essence, your true self, what it is that you want, rather than letting things happen and keep quiet, let's not rock the boat. It's time to rock the boat. It's time to pursue your path. This is a time of meditation. It's a time of spiritual connection. It's a time of spiritual stirrings. You're going to have a really hard time not bringing in this change because you know on an intuitive level that it's time now to bring in that change, to bring in change around you. And I like that because, there's this new you. You're going to learn a lot about yourself. You're going to learn a lot about other people around you. There's a new way of communicating, a new level of expectation that you have. There's a new knowledge and learning that's coming. It's also new study. Who wants to take on new study? Who wants to do with work, to do with a promotion? But also there's new study coming up. There's new learning coming up. There's a new learning a new way of communicating as well that's coming up. Who's journaling or writing their thoughts? Writing. Who's doing the family tree? There's someone doing a family tree. There's someone tracing ancestry here as well. So there's an exploration of new things that are here, that are coming up, that you're desiring. This desire is coming from you, coming from some place deep down. Intuitively, it's time to investigate the past or your ancestry, or starting new study, changing jobs or getting a promotion, expanding your base, expanding, breaking down those walls that bind you, that box, breaking out of that. How I'm seeing it is Jack in the Box, when you wind it up and it jumps out. It's you jumping out of the confines and creating a new future. There's this newness, creation of a new reality coming up around you. There's such positivity around you. The world is your oyster. Anything you want to put in place, anything you choose to put in place, you choose to embrace, is going to be successful. There's overseas travel for some. There's a global expansion, maybe of a business, or working internationally, working at a distance with people, communicating with distance with people. But if you're starting up a new business or starting something new, there's going to be tremendous success, because the world is a very, very positive card. It's expansive. It's huge. It's not contained. Look at the difference between that and that. You do break out of this. You break out of those restrictions and you create a new reality, a new world for yourself. So what does that change look like to you? What does that look like to you? What are you going to be happy with? What are you going to be comfortable with? But sometimes, my lovely Gemini, it's about feeling the discomfort and doing it anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway. There's a book. That's a book that just dropped into my reality, my realm. They communicated that with me. It's feel the fear and do it anyway. Have the courage to do that. Sometimes when you don't feel discomfort, Nothing changes. You stay within your comfort zone. You stay within that box. And nothing changes. It's about breaking out of that and feeling uncomfortable, feeling challenged, but doing it anyway, because it opens up new opportunities for you. There's a new awareness that's coming for you, an inner awareness, understanding your capabilities, because you are far more capable than you give yourself credit for. There is nothing that you can't do. I don't like that. I don't like the word should, and I don't like the word can't. Because can't can be wrapped in a lot of different, can't. I cannot do that. No, what you mean is I don't want to try. I don't want to learn how to do that. I don't feel like doing that. I don't want to do that. I'm not interested in doing that. I feel threatened by that, so I'm not going to do it. That's can't, because there's nothing that you cannot do. You can do anything. It's just that some things are more challenging. I don't want to do that because I might fail. I don't want to do that because it's going to take up a lot of my time that I don't want to dedicate to. So there's, that's can't. Have a list, you do your little scenario of can't. When you say to someone, I can't do that, well, what do you really mean? You don't want to put in the effort? You can't be bothered? What is it? The English language, it's interesting. You've also then got the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins, the Knight of Pentacles, being very, very grounded, and moving forward. So you're very confident. You're moving forward on solid ground, and you're moving forward with courage and bravery. So the potential is there for success. The potential is there for success. Are you going to embrace it, Gemini? Are you going to embrace it and move forward with it? Because if you do, you've got the wish card, the Nine of Cups, the wish card. Anything's possible. You've got some pretty positive cards here. Anything's possible. Anything and everything is possible with the wish card. What do you want to create? There's success here. There's fulfillment here. There is abundance here. Your cup runneth over with goodness, with achievements, with positivity, with success. The amount of success you have is going to be equal and proportional to the effort that you put in, the planning that you make for the change that you want to bring in. Because then you've got the King of Wands, and this is a card of enthusiasm, things happening very quickly, but being in control of the change that's happening quickly, being in control of the pursuit of your passion, your life's purpose. So there is control here, but there's also an understanding that it will work. There's no doubt. Doubt doesn't enter into it. Doubt doesn't enter into it. The King energy is very powerful energy. It's a very strong energy. And it's a very swift energy. Change comes in very, very quickly. And then you've got the Six of Swords, and this is you moving forward with confidence, with new knowledge, with new skills, with new understandings, and taking it from where you are to where you want to be. So the distance that you're going to travel here on an spiritual level, the distance you're going to travel is going to depend on the effort you've put in. How far is that going to get you? How much change is going to come in for you? But that change is going to be good. It's going to take you from one situation to a better situation. Life is good. Life is falling into place for you, my lovely Gemini. And so how far do you want to go? It's going to open, as we go to the end of May, it's going to open new opportunities for you for June. So there are new opportunities that are coming up for you. Now, these new opportunities and new doors that are going to be opening, the proverbial door, this is taking you to your birth year, the beginning of your birth year, moving through that doorway. and the success that comes with it. So I really like that. There is a lot of opportunity and a lot of success. I'm going to draw a card from the abundance, divine abundance. Let's see what that has to say for you. Divine, oh, you've got the actual card, divine abundance. Let me read that for you. You were born to align with love's will. Follow the Tao and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. And that's what's going to happen for you. There's this divine abundance that's coming to you. This positivity and openness and flow that's coming for you. So I really like the energy of the month of May for you, my lovely Gemini. I wish you love, light, and many blessings. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book a reading from there. If you like this video and would like to give me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate your support in getting my video out there, which helps me bring more of these videos to you. Many blessings to you.